between 9:30 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, and this morning 6 a.m. I mean 5 a.m. I was already awake. So I have
You have a lot meetings, no?
it's part of my job.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's part of my job.
Mm.
And well, I was discussing this when another student.
Mm-hmm.
The most meetings I had in a day. Guess how many? Give me a number.
Mm. 5?
No, that's a slow day.
10?
15.
Oh my God, it's too much.
Yes,
Mm.
15 is the most. And what I mean is the most meetings, perhaps some of them in 30 minutes, an hour. But the longest I have been in a meeting, it has been 6 hours.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
audits are long.
No, it's too much. But it's only online?
Well, right now that I'm working at home, yes.
Mm.
And during the pandemic as well.
Okay. So you
But
are not going to a place to have a meeting?
I used to, yes, which is different because you have to make reservations for the room, uh,
Mhm.
make sure everyone's agenda, check everybody's agenda, especially directors, and managers whenever you need to have them there in a meeting. You
Yeah.
need to check their agendas.
Mm.
The company that I work with at this moment is very flexible. I can ask for a meeting uh,
Oh,
like
okay.
with no plan, right?
Yes.
But
Mhm.
when I used to work in Nissan, oh man, I had to send a meeting 2 weeks before.
Wow. No, no, no.
And yes, I mean that's the protocol. And no meetings on Fridays. And that was another policy they had. And well, those were the days. That was
Oh,
in Nissan.
wow.
So it was different. It was tough. Um, but yes, I have after we finish class, I
Mhm.
have at noon I have another meeting, and then I have to make some phone calls to some friends
Yeah.
and coworkers, and yeah, but that's pretty much my life. Tomorrow I work too, so
Hmm. And
that's.
you never relax?
I'm sorry.
You never have, I don't know, vacations or
Yeah,
relax
yes,
time?
I do, but I stay home. I'm a homeboy.
Okay.
I'm, I'm a homeboy. I spend most of my time at home.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
And
Mm,
right now, because the house was uninhabited for a long time, there's a lot of things that I need to fix. So I'm
okay.
taking the opportunity for that. Okay. Uh, I've been changing a lot of lamps because they still had we used to use the old light bulbs, so I'm changing from the saving ones to the LED ones. So I had to change the bases also, painting, changing some, fixing some roofing because we had leaks, rust on some of the rails, making things adaptable for the dogs because the dogs break everything.
Hmm.
So yes, I'm always doing something, and I have a car, an old car,
Yeah.
not that old, Cavalier 2000, and
Okay.
Cavalier
Mhm.
2000, and I wanted to sell it, but my daughter told me not to sell it because that was our first car.
Okay. So
So
it has a lot emotions.
yes, she doesn't want to get rid of it, and also we opened it when we got home,
Mhm.
and we were out of the house for 4 years. We opened it, we still had diapers, uh, wipes,
Yeah.
uh, pampers, what else? Baby cloths,
Yeah.
creams. And I
So
said, look, I mean, of course, more than 4 years, you were a baby still.
yeah.
But she's like, I'm not a baby anymore. Ah, come on.
Hmm.
Yes, that's what she was telling me. So, all right. Yeah, and I need to fix license plates. I need to run it. I have to do a lot of things. Time is the thing that I don't have, and usually on Sundays I try to relax
Mhm.
and and I do my things on a pace, right? I don't speed up things, but also I when I have the opportunity to sleep, I try to sleep as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah. You need to. You have to.
Yes, and yesterday I took the dogs for a walk, kind of late.
Mm,
Um, yesterday was Thursday. On Wednesday night, I took my husky out, but it started raining
okay.
very bad and thunderstorm and stuff. So
Oh.
we got stuck in a I don't know, a kiosk.
Mhm.
So that we were just there waiting for the water to stop and never stopped. But there was a lot of lightning and thunder. So we were just there waiting for an hour. So we waited until it was just drizzling. So we went back home. But the day was spoiled for the walk. So
Mm.
yesterday, I wanted to take the husky, but the beagle was very upset. So I took both of them, but oh man, when I take both of them together, they just they're
Mm,
pretty dogs, but they behave like they're Rottweilers or I don't know, Mastiffs.
I
They want
understand.
to jump all dogs. They want to,
They are
uh,
wild.
yeah. They together they are just dynamite, and they have a lot of strength. So my arms hurt, my hands
Mhm.
because I was pulling so hard. Oh man, my body hurts. And yes, we walked for like 2 miles,
Mhm.
so until they got, I guess, really tired. And they're still tired. I don't know where they are.
Oh,
They're usually with me here, but they're probably asleep still.
oh, he wants to sleep alone.
Yes, yes. And I guess it's good to
Mhm.
take the dogs for a walk because that reminds me that I need to exercise, especially that uh that I work at home,
Yes. Mhm.
right? Because you stay too long without working or working out or doing some physical activity is not good for your health. It'll
Yeah.
have some repercussions. Okay, ma'am. I wanted to show you the calendar, how we are standing. Okay, so
Mhm.
we are here. Okay, and we are in module 11.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so we completed unit 1, unit 2, and we are going to start unit 3, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
And that means that if we start unit 3, uh, we are still 4 classes behind. I mean, we need 4 more classes,
Mhm.
including today, to complete 11. So we have 1 and 2. We are missing 2 to complete 11. So that means we need to put them here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Um,
change the color.
One question. This Monday it's holiday here. So
Holiday.
my schedule change when it's holiday. I work until 6 p.m. So maybe we can do the class of Monday on Tuesday if we can. I don't know.
I think it'll be better.
Please. Because
This one.
I will be um without time that Monday.
Okay.
Okay. So is we need two more classes that you said, right?
Yeah, we can do maybe here Tuesday
Okay.
for module 12 and perhaps here on a Thursday, right? I don't
Okay.
know. This is just a proposal.
No, no, it's okay. It's not a problem for me.
Okay,
So
so that we keep the same schedule in September, right?
yes, wait a second. I will take a photo for don't forget the days. So yeah, so we will end this course on 23rd, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know that I pay another. I think that is 16 classes more, but I don't know. I will
Okay.
talk with Ruth. Mm-hmm.
Yes, please. Usually when it comes to money, I'm not the right person to speak to. When it comes to
That's
English learning, I am the one, but
no, that's fine. I will talk with her. Well, I think that we need another schedule for the next month, but I will talk with her. Okay.
okay, yeah, awesome.
Thank you.
I'll tell you a secret. When I was teaching privately,
Mm-hmm.
um, well, I was the teacher and the accountant, right? So
Oh,
whenever students, I had class
yeah.
and we were in class and students started asking me about payments and stuff, I said, no, you are now with teacher Cesar. You need to talk to teacher accountant Cesar in another time.
Yeah, yeah.
But you are the same. No, that's accountant Cesar. Right now it's teacher Cesar. That's my
I know.
alter ego, right?
I know. I know. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Sorry. Just a story about my students. Okay. So yes, that being said, well, let's get to it. All right. Let's
Mhm.
do some work. Okay. So we are in 11. Give me just a second. And 3, right?
Mhm.
Let me show you my screen. Okay. So yes, A means 10, B means 11, and C 12. And
Okay.
3 means the unit. So let's get to it. For the listening, predict topics in conversation. Listen for the speaker's main intentions. And also for the audio listening, listen to understand main ideas in a lecture. For the
Mhm.
speaking, reminding someone about past events, commenting about memories, expressing regret. This is very important information, okay?
Mhm.
Because regret could be in a personal manner or could be from business, in a
Yeah.
work situation, right?
Mhm.
Grammar, we're going to speak about grammar next week. Future conditional, past perfect, infinitives after adjectives and nouns. Pronunciation, stressing words with any, every, some, no. Raising intonation to ask for clarification. Reading and vocabulary, getting the meaning from context, and understanding main ideas and details. Okay, for the writing part, again, pre-writing techniques, make a list, select relevant facts, and write a descriptive paragraph about a specific coffee, a specialty coffee. Do you like coffee? I never know.
I like it, but I start to drink here, not in my country.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I always believed that Bolivia was famous because of coffee,
Yes, it's
or is it
very.
Colombia?
It's Colombia and Bolivia. We have good coffee too, but I don't use it to drink coffee because my dad never gives me coffee in the
Oh,
childhood or in my teen in my young days. So
okay.
now I am here alone, so I am spending my money on coffee, But
Okay.
yeah, it's
Well, it
because
depends. I guess there's different types of coffees. Some of them are mild, some of them are very strong.
yeah.
Um, I guess I like coffee in the mornings. I'm the type of person that can be drinking coffee all day. But I stopped because it's not good. It's not good because in your bones, you
Mhm.
start getting calcium.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not calcium. What is it called? I forgot the name. You start getting a little residues of what is it called? I forgot. Well, it's a material that gets in your joints and they hurt. That's the beginning of a kind of a arthritis,
Oh,
and it's because of excess calcium in your bones and other minerals
yeah.
uh, because of the coffee and yes, the doctor told me that I need to stop, so I just drink 2 cups and that's it.
Yeah. Yes, it's not good. Well, it's not too healthy for us. It's
Mm,
okay, a little bit, but
not
not
in
all.
excess. Yes, that's
Uh-huh.
correct. That's yeah. I mean, it's just additional energy, and we should have energy because of our food, not because of an
Mhm.
external source. But yes, I'm addicted to it. So, oh man, I need to stop drinking too much. Anyways, so these are the objectives. Now, let's go into
Okay.
the video listening. Okay,
Mhm.
let's see what's going on with these kids. So Nick and Talia are in a restaurant. They secretly place a microphone at Jackie and Dean's table, and they have just listened to a conversation between Dean and Jackie. So look at the picture. Talia is getting ready to leave. Predict, what do you think she has decided to do?
Mm, follow Jackie and Dean, maybe.
Okay,
Mhm.
so let's watch the video.
Okay.
They admitted everything.
And we got it all recorded with my Magic Figures app.
How did you know that they would talk about the whole kick shoes thing and me?
I saw Jackie's face when I mentioned kick shoes. I knew she would tell Dean as soon as she could.
This is fantastic. I'm so relieved that.
Leave that on. People will recognize you.
Oh, this is a relief. I was beginning to think it was all over for me. You may have saved my life.
Are you ready to go? If we leave now, we'll still be able to catch Tony.
I tell you, the news has already been on. There's nothing we can do to change it.
I guess you're right.
Why don't we finish dinner?
But if we leave now, Tony will still be in the office.
Look, Talia, this whole thing's about to be cleared up. Why don't we just take a little time to enjoy ourselves?
Of course. You're right. Sorry, Nick. And besides, this is Valentino's. And I am with a star.
Okay, so yes, Talia is being very persistent to go to the office, but they instead
Mm,
they stay, right?
yes, but it's not an option there.
It's not an option, okay? But
Mhm.
they will do it after they finish dinner,
Oh, okay. Well.
okay?
Mhm.
But this looks like the most obvious answer from the previous video, right? So
Mhm.
you recorded, they didn't want to eat anything at the beginning. Okay, so awesome. Let's answer some questions.
Okay.
Read each question and choose the correct answer.
How does Nick feel after he hears Jackie and Dean's conversation? Very pleased that they
Please.
pleased that they admit what they did. Yes. Talia knew that Dean and Jackie were going to talk about Nick. How did she know this? Talia talked to Jackie earlier and upset her. She knew Jackie would tell Dean about their meeting. Talia says if we leave now, we'll be able to catch Tony. What does Talia want to do? She wants to get to the newsline office before Tony leaves. At the end of the scene, what does Nick suggest they do? Enjoy the rest of the evening together.
Okay, are you ready?
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
No problem. Let's go now into the second set. Okay, so read each sentence, click on the box and choose the correct answer.
When Talia says we got it all recorded, she means that she and Nick have a recording of Dean and Jackie's confession. Talia wants to talk to Tony as soon as possible because she wants to stop him from airing the story about
Airing,
Nick,
airing.
airing the story about Nick together. Airing is like be on the air, like something like that.
It means to be on the news.
Okay.
Okay.
Near the end of the scene, Talia apologized to Nick because I don't know. She made Nick feel like she didn't want to spend time with him. Yes, the first one. I think so. I don't know. At the end of the scene, Talia says, beside this is Valentina's and I am with a star. She means that she should just relax and enjoy dinner with Nick at a fancy restaurant.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hey.
All right, let's go now into the second video. So Nick and Talia are still in the restaurant. They have decided to stay and finish dinner. So look at the picture. What are Nick and Talia reminiscing or talking about past memories? What do you think? What are they talking about?
Their college days.
Okay, what else?
Old friends. That's it.
Okay, that's it.
Mhm.
All right. Let's watch the video.
Okay.
Oops. 2 clicks too fast.
Mhm.
I have a confession to make.
Oh no, a confession? I thought this whole thing was over.
No. It's not about that. It's about us.
Us. Us, as in you and me?
Remember that night in college when we were studying for our Shakespeare final?
Of course I remember it. I remember it well.
Well, I wanted to ask you out.
Wow, so why didn't you?
Well, I heard you had a boyfriend.
Oh, no. Well, I did have a boyfriend, but we had split up earlier in the semester.
Kidding. I didn't know that. I guess.
I'm not seeing anyone now. Oh, no?
Tutte bene? Is everything all right? Can I get you un caffè, tè, cappuccino?
I'll have a cappuccino.
Make that too.
Tutto bene. Very convenient. So, what is the prediction?
The college test.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Let's answer some questions. Okay, number 1.
At the beginning of the scene, Nick says, I have a confession to make. What is Nick's confession? He wanted to ask Talia out when they were in college. Nick asked Talia if she remembers something. What is it? Studying with him for an exam.
3.
Why didn't Nick ask Talia out when they were in college? He thought she was already dating someone else.
Okay.
What does Talia tell Nick about her boyfriend in college? They split up after they graduated. No. They had stopped dating before Nick and Talia began studying together.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yay.
All right, let's go into the second set.
Mhm.
So read the sentences, click on the box and choose the correct answer.
Okay. At the beginning of the video, Nick says it's about, well, as when she heard this, Talia probably feels curious and excited because she has strong feelings for Nick.
Okay, curious.
Curious. How?
Curious.
Curious?
Okay. Yes, well, it's a little bit funny. Curious.
Curious.
Yes.
Curious. Okay.
Okay.
Nick asked Talia, do you remember that night in college when we were studying for our Shakespeare final? When Talia says, I remember it well, she probably means I remember everything about college. I remember everything about college. Talia says, I am not seeing anyone now. This is an indirect way of saying I am available now if you want to go on a date. At the end of the scene, when the waiter interrupts Nick, Nick is probably going to ask Talia on a date.
Okay, so you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so Nick and Talia, do you remember that night in college when we were studying for our Shakespeare final? When Talia says, I remember it well. She probably means first Nick says that he has a confession to make about himself and Talia. Then he asks if she remembers the class. So Talia is thinking about the class from the perspective of their relationship.
Okay.
And let's look again at the options. I remember the class because you were in it. Okay. So that being said, let's go into vocabulary. Are you ready? So in the video, Nick says to Talia, I wanted to ask you out then. The word pool below contains additional words and phrases related to dating and romance. So click on the live out to see the meanings. Let's see. Okay. Not many, but let's see if we know some of these expressions. Ask someone out is a phrasal verb. To ask someone to go to a restaurant, film, etc. with you, especially because you want to start a romantic relationship with them. He wanted to ask her out, but he was too shy. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Next.
Be in a serious relationship. To be in a romantic relationship, that it meant to continue for a long time. I don't think they are in a serious relationship. They've only been dating for a month. Be on the rebound. To be upset or confused because a romantic relationship you had has ended. When you are on the rebound, it's easy to make bad decisions, so be careful. Be saying somebody. To be having a romantic relationship with someone. Is Badam still saying Margot? Fix somebody up. To provide a suitable partner for someone to meet in a romantic way or have a romantic relationship with. If you want, I can fix you up with a date for the party. Go on a blind date. To have an arranged meeting between a man and a woman who have not met each other before. I went on a blind date and I was pretty nervous about going out with someone I hadn't even met. Have a crush on somebody. To have a feeling of romantic love for someone, especially for someone you don't not know very well. Use especially about feelings that teenagers have. I had a terrible crush on Mel Gibson when I was in high school. Play hard to get. To try to make it difficult for someone to have a romantic relationship with you. Mary seems unfriendly, but she's just playing hard to get. Play the field. To have many different romantic relationships. Renato gave up playing the field when he finally decided to get married. Split up. If two people split up, they end their romantic relationship or marriage. Glenda and Kate were always arguing, so they finally decided to split up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are any of these expressions new to you?
Not really. Well, maybe play the
Play the
field.
field?
Yeah,
Okay.
only
I
that,
know. It's
like a player.
well, not necessarily.
It's
This
like
is
that. Yeah.
well, I mean, uh,
Or
uh,
not.
in some, how can I say it? For example, with my sisters, I had a lot of communication about dating, you know,
Okay.
and I don't know if I mentioned I have two sisters, one older and younger, and they will always give me these crazy advices about dating for some reason, and they will tell me, well, you need to meet people. I mean, what they mean is, yeah, you can go out, dance, dinner, uh, watch a movie. There's nothing wrong with it, right?
Yeah.
And that's what play the field is.
Mm, okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that because I have met people that
I know. I know
they never
what it
really
means.
had a relationship. Yes, but they had a lot of they would do a lot of activities together. You know.
I know. I know what it means. It's like when you are not in a relationship and you are searching one and you are dating with a lot of people, no? So
Could be, but there's
yeah.
people that actually they need to be with someone to do an activity. They cannot do things alone.
So are you talking about a group of friends, like something like
That's
that?
another way. That's another
Oh,
way.
okay. Yeah.
That's another one. A group, just two people, depends. Because I have met a lot of people that they cannot do anything alone.
Oh, okay.
They need to be with someone.
Okay. Yeah.
And not necessarily
In a romantic way. Mhm.
yeah, in a romantic, sometimes the gym. I remember I used to work out with a lot of friends at the gym.
Yeah.
Sometimes they were males and some of them were females, depending on the activity,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, I mean, either way, it could be the other way also.
Hmm.
Anyways, so you're familiar with most of these vocabulary.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's go into the exercise.
Okay.
When you're sure you understand all the expressions, let's do the exercise. Choose the best description and click on the right answer. Okay, number one.
Okay. Kenji ask Nobuko out.
Okay,
They weren't in a relationship yet. Paulo and Astrid were in a serious relationship. They would certainly see each other again. Bridget was on the rebound. Her relationship had recently ended. Adrian was seeing someone. She had a boyfriend. George just fixed his best friend up with a woman from the office. Wait, his best friend up with his best friend up with, oh, okay. They just went on their first date. Stephanie has never gone out on a blind
blind date.
date. She has never dated someone she hasn't met before.
I'll tell you something that happened to me once.
Okay.
And this happened to me a long time ago when I was in junior high, but in Mexico still, not US.
Okay.
Um, we went to downtown
Uh-huh.
and I was with a group of friends, And one girl that was in my class, he says, I want you to meet someone. You're gonna like her. And when I met her, she was an old friend from elementary, which I didn't like, and she didn't like me. So like,
Oh.
you should have told me before.
Very uncomfortable, huh?
Oh yes, I mean that's the risk about planning dates. But come on, I was a teenager. I'm talking
Yeah.
about 12. So 7.
Okay, my teenage neighbor has a crush on Britney Spears. This isn't serious love. Serious love. Martin
8.
played the field when he was in college. He dated many women.
Okay. 9.
Johnson played hard to get. It wasn't easy to get a date with her.
Okay. 10.
Marina and Sergei split up after seeing each other for 3 years. Their relationship ended.
All right. You ready?
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yay.
No problem, right? Okay, let's do another exercise. Give me just a second. Complete the sentences, drag and drop the answers into the correct blanks.
Okay. It was a big surprise when Marty and Anna split up after being together for such a long time. Split up, yeah. Trish, my wife's best friend, was in town, so we fixed her up with my brother. Loretta dated a lot of guys last summer. In fact, she really played in the field.
Play the field.
Played the field. Oh, sorry. Every guy in the office want a date with Sophie, but she refused all their invitations. She always played hard to get. It was a long time before I had the courage, but I finally asked her out, and tonight is our first date.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Let's go over the last part of the grammar. Then we jump into speaking.
Okay. Grammar.
Okay.
I think Mariko is a serious relationship.
Whenever I see her at parties, this guy is with her.
Saying somebody.
Okay.
Do you think Arturo and Linda are going to get married? It looks like a serious relationship to me. Yes, a serious relationship. Steve just has Steve just has a crush. High school boys often feel that way about rock stars. Coran is on the rebound, and he's been very depressed since his girlfriend left him. Do you think Bill will like it if we arrange a blind date? For him, I know a nice woman at work that he's never met.
Okay, blind date.
Blind date. Mhm.
You ready?
Mhm.
All right. So you ready?
Yes.
All right. So let's go over the task listening and then we go into the speaking, okay?
Mhm.
All right, so memories. In the video, Nick and Talia talk about memories in their class together back in college. Are the memories accurate? You're going to hear a segment of a lecture by a psychologist who specializes in memory, okay? And we have some vocabulary here and we have some statements. Are you ready? Let's listen to this.
Do you remember your first day of school? Do you recall the time you met your best friend? Do you remember the last time you saw your grandfather? Well, of course you do. We all recollect important events and people in our lives, thousands and thousands of events and people. But how does the memory actually work? And how accurate is our memory? Now, most people think that the memory is like a video recorder that records every event accurately and stores it intact, like a videotape on a shelf. Then years later, when we remember something, we just replay the tape, and presto, our memories of those events are perfectly clear. All the sights, sounds, and so on are replayed accurately. Well, this may be a logical way to think about memory, but actually, research on human memory has shown that our memories really aren't like video recordings at all. No, instead, our memories are a combination of several mental processes. Our memories are constructed out of images from the original event, plus our emotions, beliefs, imagination, dreams, and the many things we have heard or read since that time. For example, when we think we are remembering a major event, like our first day of high school or a job interview, we are actually reconstructing the event, adding to it or altering it as a result of all these different mental processes. And our memories, unlike video recordings, change over time. They're not the same from day to day or year to year because the connections in our brain change constantly. Our memories are also influenced by the situation and the people around us. When you're talking to one of your parents at home, you will remember something one way. If you are talking with a close friend at school, you'll remember it differently. So, the next time you recall an event, remember, your memories are never really a true video recording of what happened. They're always enhanced and altered versions of the event.
Okay.
Mhm.
So any questions?
No.
Let's answer this.
Okay. We all remember important events and people.
Okay.
Most people think that the memory is like a video recorder. Our memories are a combination of several mental processes. When we remember, we are actually reconstructing the event. Our memories, unlike video recordings, change over time. Our memories are also influenced by the situation and the people around us.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. No problem, right?
Mhm.
All right. So let's go now into the speaking section. Okay, in the video, Nick asked Talia, do you
Mhm.
remember that night in college when we were studying for our Shakespeare class? We were talking to an old friend or colleague. We sometimes remind each other about past events. Let's listen to reminding about past events. Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you remember when we went to the championship game together?
Remember when we went to the championship game together?
Do you recall the time we went to the championship game together?
I was just thinking about when we went on that trip to California. Do you recall having that class together in college?
Okay,
Mhm.
awesome. Any questions?
No.
Remembering. Also, Talia says, of course, I remember. I remember it well. We can make positive or negative comments about shared past events. So commenting about memories, positive and neutral, and negative. Let's listen to this.
I remember that well.
That was a great class.
That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? We had a great time, didn't we?
Sure, I remember.
How could I forget?
Oh, don't remind me.
What a nightmare that was.
Okay.
Mhm.
Any questions?
No.
Remembering. In the video, Nick says, I had wanted to ask you out. He was expressing a regret. Sometimes we express a regret about a past event. So different ways to express regret. Are you ready?
Mhm.
I wish I had worked harder.
I should have worked harder.
I guess I should have worked harder.
I really wanted to ask you out.
I missed my chance to ask you out.
I'll always regret not taking that class.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions?
No.
Okay. So let's do the final exercise. Okay.
Okay.
Speaking, read the dialogue, then read each question and choose the correct answer.
Okay. Remember when we went skiing in the Alps? I remember that well. I hope we can go back someday. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? I hope we can go back someday. I was just thinking about our first journalism class at the college. Oh, don't remind me. I did so badly on the final exam. I really wish I had studied more. I should have studied more. I was just thinking about that qualifying match we lost last year. That was a tough match, wasn't it? Do you recall that qualifying match we lost last year? Remember when we went to the Rock Oron concert? What a nightmare that was. The worst experience of my life.
Okay, are you ready?
Mhm.
Good.
Okay.
No problem, right?
Mm.
Awesome. Okay, Daniela, so that's all for today.
Okay, thank you,
It
teacher.
was a good exercise, good exercises, a lot of new information.
Yeah.
So, okay. I will keep in touch about Pearson, okay?
Yes, I have a lot of homework.
Okay. Yes, because I need to submit grades. So, all right. Before we go, could you help me with the daily survey?
Mhm. Okay.
Thank you so much, Daniela. Have a nice weekend.
Welcome. You too.
Bye-bye.